Hey y'all, it's Roger, it's King Nimbus, and my Cloud Cadets. We got some more comic reviews, so let's get into it. As always, this is on a 1 to 5 Cloud rating scale, 1 being kind of not good, 5 being pretty good in my opinion. As always, it is my opinion, so if you don't love it, it is what it is. Let's get into it. First off, we have Independence. We got Twilight Zone issue 8, specifically Hollywoodland, if I remember right, is what it's called. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, y'all. This was another beautiful story in the Twilight Zone. It was bittersweet, although I've always enjoyed stories involving film, so it was kind of, I was already leaning towards liking it, if I'm being honest with y'all. But seriously, this is a very optimistic, seriously optimistic story. I loved it. Seriously, 5 out of 5 for issue 8 of Twilight Zone. Next up on our Independence, we got Universal Monsters, Blood of the Wolfman, issue 1. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 clouds. I know it was just a little shy. This was a great first issue though, especially for Wolfman. It had action, it had mystery, it began setting up the rules and the relationship of all the characters. It did a really good job. I think I just wanted a little bit more overall, so I'm hoping we get more. So 4.5 out of 5. I almost forgot to say it twice. Next up, we got Hellboy. First up, Hellboy and the B.P.R.D, the Monster of Nivola, issue 1. I gave this 3 out of 5 clouds. This was an okay Hellboy story. It had an interesting premise that I feel does fit very well with one of Hellboy's major themes. It was beautiful, but I just felt I'm missing context that would have made the story hit just a little harder. I'm a little unsure though. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. Maybe I wasn't feeling it enough. But overall, I'm like, this would have been a lot better if, I don't know, maybe we got more time to feel the connection that I think we were meant to feel. So 3 out of 5 for Mr. Hellboy, B.P.R.D, Monster of Nivola. Next up on our Independence, we got Fireborn issue 3. Look at this crazy cover. I gave this 4 out of 5 clouds, my lovely Cloud Cadets. This issue gave some interesting lore, more killer action. Seriously, the action in this series is just awesome. And I'm very excited for the next issue, especially because of Homeboy in the cover here. Also, I loved the little detail of the dietary habits of both Aaron and his accomplice based off of what they order. I think that's always a very nice little detail for characters. Like, it really brings life into them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Fireborn issue 3. Next up, from some of our bigger publishers, we got Amazing Spider-Man Spider-versity issue 3. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 clouds. I really enjoyed this issue and the potential calamity of the next. Like I said, I really enjoyed the proper team building, and seeing Anya was awesome. I didn't even know she was like a character that's like in the Spider-Verse, so I need to look into her now because she seems really cool. But either way, this is a really fun issue, and I'm really enjoying the series so far. So 4.5 out of 5 clouds for this issue 3. Next up, we got Moonstar issue 4. Look at these cool covers. I gave this issue 4.5 out of 5 clouds, y'all. I've been loving Moonstar. She is so cool. She's awesome. This issue had some great character moments. It had action and just a little bit of love, you know? As y'all know, I'm a softie, so this was just a grand issue for me. There's everything y'all could want. I will say I'm terrified for the next issue, but I'm super hyped to see Danny come out on top either way, regardless of how it looks, regardless of how she comes out on top and wins the day, or maybe at least survives the issue. I'm excited. Also, look at this. Look at that. It's so cool. 4.5 out of 5 for Moonstar, y'all. And next up, we got the first of the absolute bangers. We got Absolute Wonder Woman issue 21. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 clouds, y'all. This issue showed how Barbara is taking the mantle of a very infamous Wonder Woman villain. We saw what's been going on with Diana, and it was just insane with where she is in the current storyline. The ending, even more so. I'm just, oof. I've been loving Wonder Woman. It's awesome. So 4.5 out of 5 clouds for lovely Diana. And our last absolute is Absolute Superman issue 20. Look at this cool cover. This issue had some amazing art, and I loved seeing a previous hero and villain associate get inspired by Superman, if I'm being honest with y'all. I really loved it. I'm not going to say who. I also thought the trio and the action were just so cool. It was just, this whole issue had so much beautiful action and scenery and things just to look at and just take in. I'm still feeling odd seeing this particular villain in this arc, the main villain, if we're, you know. I want more Superman villains, if I'm being honest with y'all. I know they're cooking something in the background with them, but I would like some more variety. Everything about this issue was really cool. The action, the characters that get inspired from Superman's actions prior, really cool. I just wish it was a little bit of a different villain. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Superman 20L. And as promised from the last video, let's get through our Spider-Man, y'all. We got issue 30 for Amazing Spider-Man right now. I gave this 4 out of 5 clouds. This issue had a solid build-up for a new character and had some really good plot and action. I'm just a little unsure how to feel with how they left the ending, but I'm curious either way. Like, I'm not curious in a bad way. I'm just curious because I want to see it completed, if that makes any sense. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for issue 30. Next up, we got Spider-Man issue 31. I got the cool Felicia cover because she's cool. I only gave this a 3.5 out of 5 clouds. Let me explain. I know I went down. While this comic is choosing to implement a bold choice regarding its history, I'm just really curious to see where it goes. While this may not last, if handled right, I think it could add a lot to the family dynamic, especially for Peter. Of course, I'm still hesitant whether or not it will pay off or just be forgotten in like a few years, because it could be really important for the canon. It could also just be forgotten, depending on how it's handled. I did enjoy the action, and Tombstone's dialogue was just awesome to read. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5 because they're doing something bold, and I'm not gonna put my ducks in the basket quite yet. And to finish off the triple Spider-Man feature, to make it a complete roller coaster as well, I gave Spider-Man issue 32 a 4.5 out of 5 clouds. So 30 I gave 4, 31 I gave 3.5, and 32 I gave a fat 4.5. Let me explain. This issue complemented and built on what I was worried about in the last issue. It really demonstrated the growth that Peter has thanks to all of his experiences and current family, both found and related. I also really loved one aspect for his reason to going into the fighting ring in the first place. It was very Spider-Man. The whole thing, I'm not going to say who or for what, but he was burying essentially previous villain equipment as a way to lay them to rest because that villain had died a while ago, I guess. So he was like, I don't want a shock. I don't want this character to get a 2. And on top of that, it's a way for me to kind of forgive myself and lay them to rest. I was like, that's super Spider-Man. Like, hell yeah. So, my lovely people, Spider-Man 32, 4.5 out of 5 clouds. It was awesome. But I hope y'all enjoyed this silly little comic review. I hope it made you smile. If it didn't make you smile, I hope something makes you smile sometime today. Either way, y'all, have a good time. Later.